What really happened behind the scenes between Chris Martin, Jungkook, and Jimin? Is there any truth behind the news that Jungkook and Jimin are more than just friends? And why did Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay, suddenly discuss this on Jimmy Fallon's show? These questions are probably currently haunting the minds of fans of K-pop and international music. In a surprise appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Chris Martin not only discussed his musical collaboration with BTS, but also touched on a topic that everyone is curious about: the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin. Chris Martin, who is known for being humble and rarely discusses other people's personal lives, suddenly made a big surprise when Jimmy Fallon asked about his experience working with BTS. Instead of just discussing the musical collaboration, Martin mentioned Jungkook and Jimin's names specifically. They are both very talented, and there is a unique chemistry between them, Martin said with a mysterious smile. This remark immediately sparked speculation. Is Martin giving clues about something bigger? Or is this just her way of praising the closeness of the two BTS members? To be sure, his statement instantly went viral on social media, with fans trying to decipher every word he said. During the interview, Chris Martin not once, but several times alluded to the special connection between Jungkook and Jimin. She even added, "When you see them together, you can feel there is something more than just friendship." This statement immediately sparked a wave of theories from fans. Some even began to collect special moments between Jungkook and Jimin from their various appearances, trying to find evidence to support Martin's claims. However, does this mean that Chris Martin is leaking a big secret? Or is he just playing with words? What is clear, his statement has created a stir in the entertainment world. Titles like "Chris Martin divulges Jungkook and Jimin's secret," or "Is it true that Jungkook and Jimin are more than just friends?" It will probably grab anyone's attention. And indeed, that's exactly what happened. After Chris Martin's appearance on Jimmy Fallon, various online media were busy creating articles with tempting titles. Some even claimed to have reliable sources confirming the news. But is all this just a strategy to increase ratings and clicks? Or is there some truth behind it? To be sure, the fans of BTS, or known as ARMY, cannot stay silent. They started discussing this topic on various platforms, from Twitter to fanbase forums. It is undeniable. This news caused a great emotional reaction from the fans. For some people, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin is something sacred and should not be disturbed. They felt that this kind of speculation would only add to the pressure on the two idols, but on the other hand, there are also fans who feel happy and supportive if the news is true. They both look so good together. One fan wrote on Twitter, "If they do have a serious relationship, I will support them completely." However, there are also those who feel that this is an invasion of privacy. "Why should we interfere in their personal lives?" wrote another fan. "Let them live in peace." Amid all the speculation and emotional reaction, one big question remains hanging. Is it true that Jungkook and Jimin have a very serious relationship? Until now, there has been no official statement from either BTS members or their agency, HYB. Chris Martin himself also did not provide further clarification on his remarks. Is this just an exaggerated rumor, or is there some truth behind it? Only time will tell. However, one thing is certain. Chris Martin's statement has created a stir that will not be easily forgotten. In the world of entertainment, rumors and speculation are inevitable. However, as fans, it is important that we do not rush to conclusions too quickly. The relationship between Jungkook and Jimin, whatever form it takes, is their personal affair. All we can do is provide support and respect their privacy. Meanwhile, Chris Martin's statement on Jimmy Fallon remains a hot topic that will continue to be discussed. Is this just a joke, or is there something more serious? We may never know, but one thing is certain. The entertainment world never runs out of surprising stories. So, what do you think of this news? Do you believe that Jungkook and Jimin have a relationship that is more than just friends? Or is this just an exaggerated rumor? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sure, let's continue this article in more depth, while maintaining an interesting storyline and retaining clickbait, hints, surprises, and emotional elements. However, on demand, I would avoid using bullet points and still keep the narrative flowing. After Chris Martin's appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon many wondered, what exactly was the motivation behind his remarks about Jungkook and Jimin? Is he deliberately giving hints, or is this just part of the typical lighthearted jokes in television interviews? Some media observers have even mentioned that Martin may be promoting a new project involving BTS, while others believe that he is just responding honestly to Jimmy Fallon's questions. However, one thing is certain: Chris Martin is not the kind of person who speaks carelessly. As a musician who has been in the industry for decades, he knows full well the impact of every word he utters. So when he mentioned the unique chemistry between Jungkook and Jimin, many felt that this was no ordinary compliment. The fans of BTS, or ARMY, certainly did not remain silent. After Chris Martin's statement, they started collecting special moments between Jungkook and Jimin from their various appearances. From behind-the-scenes videos to on-stage interactions, many feel that their relationship does look very close. For example, in a video uploaded by Big Hit Music, Jungkook is seen hugging Jimin tightly after the concert. There are also moments where Jimin helps Jungkook tie his shoelaces, or when they joke with each other during interviews. For some, this is a vivid proof of a very close friendship. For others, however, this can be a hint that there is something more than just friends. International media also did not miss discussing this topic. Some outlets even created lengthy articles analyzing every word Chris Martin said. Did Chris Martin divulge Jungkook and Jimin's love secret? Wrote one of the media. Meanwhile, netizens on platforms such as Twitter and TikTok are busy making threads and videos discussing the relationship of the two BTS members. Some netizens even tried to connect Chris Martin's statement with previous moments. For example, when Jungkook and Jimin performed together on their cover of We Don't Talk Anymore, or when the two of them were often seen spending time together outside of promotional schedules, it is undeniable. The entertainment world often uses rumors and speculation as a publicity strategy. Some observers even suggested that Chris Martin's statement may have been deliberately made to attract public attention, especially ahead of a new project involving Coldplay and BTS. However, does this mean that all this is just engineering? Or is there some truth behind it? Until now, no party has provided official clarification. HYB, BTS's agency, has also not issued any statement on this matter. One of the things that fans are most worried about is the impact of these rumors on Jungkook and Jimin. As idols, their personal lives are often in the spotlight of the media, and this can cause a lot of pressure. Some fans even asked that the media and netizens stop spreading speculation about their relationship. They deserve privacy, one fan wrote on Twitter. We don't need to know everything about their personal lives. To understand the true context of Chris Martin's statement, let's go back to his interview on Jimmy Fallon. At that time, Jimmy Fallon asked about Martin's experience working with BTS. Martin responded enthusiastically, praising the group's talent and hard work. However, what surprised many people was when he mentioned Jungkook and Jimin specifically. They both have a very unique chemistry, Martin said. When you see them together,